Hello everyone, I am Tacet and welcome to the Gems of War Raids Week 30, Day 3. And despite it already being Wednesday, we're pretty much done with raids already. And that's mostly because we have one person who's going heavy on leaderboard, like 5 times higher than anyone else in guild. And I believe they're number 3, yeah, they've been trying for number 3 on leaderboard. And they're actually maintaining it right now, which is pretty cool. Which ends up giving 2 major orbs and 300 gems. I need to ask later how much total it ends up costing. I've had to guess it's probably a few thousand. It's pretty expensive because first place is even way more than that, as you can tell by the difference there. But yeah, so we're kind of already done with the rewards, but we'll still probably get a few battles down just to mess around with raids. I've still been using this method, the double Mad Prophet Doomed Siphon to Shabanu. You can use the yellow variant of it too, which is pretty much the exact same thing, but with the yellow common and the yellow Doom weapon. And just Vespera in the back. And if you need something just basic, you can just run Mang. Mang with support behind is probably one of the only other few options, just because this kingdom has very few viable troops to actually use for this event, which is quite unfortunate, but it is how it is nonetheless. Curious to see how some of the new events in 4.8 will actually pan out, given that we're almost going to be getting a new event every single month in a way, as far as how it's set up. Kind of interesting to see how that pans out. Hey, we'll get that down for now. We got our pokes. We get alignment as soon as we finish doing that, of course. We'll go for that so we can go and use it. One nice thing about casting that is it actually unblocks our purple. So now we're no longer blocked on purple since both of them can no longer use their mana. And then we can feed right back into the weapon and kill it out from there. As long as we get alignment, we actually have enough to kill because the Doom Skulls will hit it and he's dead. There we go. Oh wait, no! Oh, I thought there'd be enough damage to carry over. It is nuts. Let me go get another one of those. I thought his first slot would die, but it didn't. Oh gosh, we're 1 mana short of perfect alignment. There we go. That should be dead. That doesn't kill him, nothing will. But hello everyone, I hope all of you have been doing well. Hello Bill Warhammer, hello RMXTube, hello Drock Savage, hello Isabel, hello Steve, hello Humberto, hello Jellybean, hello Dino Suit Girl, hello Cookie, hello Calathos with a gigantic hello. Hello Birdleaf, hello Soul. Let's see. I hope everyone's doing well as well. Yeah, today was pretty average. I was mostly just catching up on some things from Super Tuesday, though I watched most of it last night. But yeah, Biden ended up winning pretty big. Let's see. Hello, Adrian. Hello, T3. Hello, Andrew. Hello, Max Willern. Hello, Doze. Oh, also, Mike Bloomberg finally dropped out. Why he was even running in the first place, I am not sure. I think he burned, how much money did he burn? I think it was over 500 million. It's some kind of absurd amount of cash. But anyways, hello Calthos, and hello everyone else. Welcome. And hello Dozy, if I didn't already say hi. Anyways, let's get a few more raid battles down. Mostly just for fun, because we technically already finished out the event. A Valraven must destroy. You know, we're not going to need the extra sigils. Most raid and invasion events I wouldn't. Just because the event would already be done before the end of the week. More often than not. Or always, actually. I don't think we ever really get it done further than, like, Friday. And normally it's, like, around Thursday or so. But it's nice to have it done a little bit earlier on a week like this, as it is a Vault event weekend, so that means we don't have to do it during Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. It is actually advised to try to finish out raid and invasion events by the end of Thursday when there's a Vault event on the weekend. Because then you can just farm the Vault event up on the weekend. Because anytime you're not doing that while it's active is a great reduction in the amount of loot you could be earning while playing the game during that weekend. So it's good to have it out of the way prior. Which is definitely advised. Let's see, we'll go for that. Yeah, Vault event is this weekend, so we're going to be able to get a lot of loot from that. Right around the corner. I'm going to just go for it. I'll kill out that, and a few more pokes will do it. So close. There we go. And he's dead. Yeah, I'm going to probably farm Vault event a decent amount this weekend. Still need to repair our gem sum since it's a little bit low. And, of course, we still need more vault keys for whenever they finally rework it. If they even ever rework it. At this point, we don't really know. But hopefully they will. Still seems like it's on the plan eventually. Okay. All that's cleared. Keep doing this. Nice alignment right there. And again, we actually have pretty good alignment. Unfortunately, no mana to actually use that alignment. Is that enough to kill? No. Let's wait till we have alignment. Like an actual extra turn alignment. That's not it. That is, though. And I should be dead. How are you not dead? Oh, we're entangled. I was going to say, how is he not dead after that many skills? Entangle would be the answer. Yeah, my favorite method probably running this with 0 Legend Mythic is probably running the Devour option. There actually is a Devour option from this faction. I mean, from this area. You can take my freedom, but you can never take my table flipping. That's funny. That is funny. Okay, we need more of these. Unfortunately, our extra turn chance is quite a bit down. Oops, that is not what I meant to do. Luckily, it worked. Let's see, move that over, move that over. Grab that again for Scythe. And I should be dead. It's your national pastime. Flipping tables. Must flip all the tables. But anyways, let's go claim all loot. We actually haven't claimed anything yet. So this is everything all at once. And we end up getting the normal amount for a invasion event. Which is, or I should say raid event. Which is 1 vault key, 55 gems, 10 event keys, 30 diamonds, 3,950 souls, 39,500 gold, 12 miners of a certain color, 8 runics of a certain color, a major yellow, a random major, a 5 arcane of a random, 4 random orbs, 3 celestials, the title of the old fossil, and this thing. And let's see, what do we get here? Nice, not nice, not nice. Stop with the oranges. Come on, blue and purple. Nice. Oh, close. Well, we got 1 purple and 1 orange, I guess. Both small, though. But I guess we'll take it. There we go. So that's our loot. Rather average. Could have been worse, though. So at least we got something. Speaking of not worse, though. Deeds. Mentioned in the title, too. We got ourselves Mythic Deeds today. We got ourselves 9 greens and 2 Imperials. Feels like we've been getting a lot of deeds this last week. In particular. Like, I feel like we've gotten more deeds in the last week than we have in the last month. But greens are pretty relevant if you haven't already done it. Get JoeConnors to level 15. JoeConnors is the only... Or, yeah. Wow, what just happened? JoeConnors is the only Magic Kingdom that isn't purple. So, yeah, definitely go stock up your greens and go get it to 15 if you haven't already. As it's the most valuable kingdom that isn't a purple kingdom. Oh no, coronavirus. No, I was kidding. Mostly just throat being dry. Excuse me. There we go. Anyways. Wisdom is good. Not that kind of wisdom, it isn't. Okay, let's go grab, I guess we'll just run Phoenicia. Let me take the harder battles first, and we'll just run Phoenicia against it. There we go. Hey, we're already set to it. Nice. Okay, do we need to change? How does that 25% horde stack work? It takes the level of your horde, and it increases it by 25%, or up to 50% if you have 2 of them. So, for example, let's say your horde level is 100, which is a pretty common location to stop, because that's where you get the max amount of renown. With 25%, it would basically count as if you leveled it to 125. And at 50%, it would basically count as if you leveled it to 150. Similarly, if you were to go to the other big milestone that some people will upgrade it to, mostly for pure faction usage, if you do it to 200, a 25% would bring it to 250. And if you had 200 with 50%, it would bring it to 300. But the most typical situation is you have it at level 100, you get 50%, and it basically makes a delve into a level 150 delve. And that's the most commonly used way that it's done. And that is normally enough to do pure faction. Especially with a potion assist, of course. Hello, Barbara! Hello, ssaszix. Welcome, welcome. Hello, Maxwell. I work from home, but I have someone who works with people who are around people who travel a lot. So, yeah, I'm not safe. Yeah, my mom is around people who are from, like, all over the country. So, every single day. Or most every single day, you know, assuming she works on a given day. So, I'm not safe. Let's see. Take that. Tell your mom to stay home. That probably wouldn't be able to work. She wouldn't know how to work from home. She doesn't even know how to get to her email. Like, I legit had to set up everything with her flight and everything last weekend because she has no clue how to do it. It was actually the first time she ever traveled alone, despite being 50-something. Let's see. We'll take that. What do we even grab here? We'll take a skull. I don't have explosion, but we can go for that. Well, this is going so much slower because we lost the setup. I was hoping that would land. Oh well. Take our skull poke there. Grab our other poke. What do I even grab here? Take the other thing, and there we go. Will the 4.8 patch be coming to the Switch when it hits everywhere else? I'm not 100% certain on that. I believe the answer actually is yes. However, it might not be at the exact same time. But Switch is likely to get it at a very similar time, if not the exact yes. They did mention something about it. I forget exactly what they said to that regard. Also, where's my... no wonder I have Phoenicia team set. Did I never bother resetting my my Explore team? Weird. Okay, let me go do that then. I think I still have the incorrect hero class saved, but that doesn't take long to change. We'll just overwrite Raids Vespera. Oh, never mind. I just forgot to rename it. I was gonna say. Let's see. Explore 3. There we go. Get that EXP in there. But I'm not too worried about our leveling now, because this is guaranteed level 100 this weekend. There's no way it's not going to be 100 by this weekend. Or by the end of this weekend, I should say. Because we got Vault events, so that's just going to shoot straight up to 100. With how much grinding we'll do into that. Because what we're doing right now is also the best way to farm gnomes in the entire game. We're cycling battles about once every 15 to 20 seconds. And the main thing that ends up giving you more loot off of gnomes is just winning battles as quickly as possible. So you'd be able to get a lot of gnomes that way. Since this is basically the quickest way you could possibly ever win. Is Dragon Soul Fair Straw 2 times? Or Fair Straw with 2 times Azurus better? Or 1 times Azurus with Darkstorm? 1 times Azurus with Darkstorm. If you're using a Necromancy troop, it is always better to have a Storm than it is to have the 50% Necromancy. The only time when it's slightly questionable on if it is or is not better is with 150%. However, with 50%, it is 100% of the time always better to go to Storm instead. And that's mostly because of how much the storm actually speeds up the rate of the battle. Can you use your Switch controller on the PC? Yes. It is possible to do so. However, there are still some glitches with it. Here and there. The game only has partial controller support. But pretty much any controller that Steam supports, the game supports. However, its functionality can vary. I haven't tried using the Switch Pro controller, but I have used Joy-Cons, and Joy-Cons work perfectly fine. Man, anyways, well, not perfectly fine, but every controller has some amount of glitches. But because they technically don't have full controller support, they don't really actually bother patching out most of them. Oddly enough. But anyways, what do I need for this? I need Phoenicia. We were just using it. Also, I was just using that without armor, wasn't I? That makes it slower. But at least I don't need to switch it now. So let's switch back to this. Yeah, City of Thieves is the best faction to farm. Yes, Phylacracy was the new soul farming meta. I still need to cover a video on that. It's always been like partially meta, but because it didn't give enough souls, it was never considered like meta. But now it kind of does. Actually, pretty much ever since medals came into the game last October, it's actually been viable. So for about 5 months now, it's actually been potentially more viable than the Dragon Soul method. I'll probably cover a video on it this weekend, since we don't have as much to cover. Because we just have Volt Event and then, what's it called? Volt Event and the new Mythic. And the new Mythic's relatively useless, so other than just going over the video in the morning, there's not much to really go over with it. Because after we show it for the video, I likely won't be using it for much. As it's rather underwhelming, unless they're going to be buffing it magically before it comes out. But anyways, what it really needs to be is like more like Yagwe. But unfortunately, they're not doing it like that. Anyways, let's go and clear out these. Switch to Hierophant. Which maybe I shouldn't be switching to them because we'll need to switch out all these hero classes soon. Once we get this thing to 100. Because then we'll need to go level a new hero class of some sort. I'm not sure what I'm going for after Hierophant. It's pretty much like the last one we actually need at 100. I believe every single other one that we haven't gotten to 100 yet doesn't gain a good perk from being maxed. I'll need to double check though. Okay, let's go key. Move all that down. Get the last bit of our mana here, hopefully. Not quite. Get another destroy. So what's the Phylacracy team? Oh, it's I'll show it. It's this team. It's where'd I save it? It's Phylacracy, Sacrificial Priest, Leprechaun, and Fair Shara. And it's ran on Explore 1. Specifically Explore 1. It's kind of like a little bit like Asuna in that you do need enough stats on your Sacrificial Priest for it to work. But on Explore 1, you generally wouldn't have as many issues, but it can still miss. But yeah, basically you just go and sacrifice one of your allies. He has 50% mana start. You get a split damage. You have Phylacracy for max souls. So that'll end up giving you max souls. You have Sacrificial Priest for the kill option, while also having Necromancy and Fast. You have Leprechaun as your way to accumulate into Sacrificial Priest. And since this has its own Fast, you don't need Mirage Queen or, you know, some other similar option. Like, we don't need that 50% human start because he already has it attached to him. And he has the same 6 mana cost requirement as a Rowan or something would have. Because he has 11 mana costs, 5 of which he starts with. So he needs 6 more. And Fair Shara, of course, for the additional souls. And it seems to be close to a 60,000 per hour soul farming method. Which means 60,000 is back. Which actually technically means 60,000 never left. Because around the time when the other method stopped working, that actually technically started working. I just didn't realize it because I didn't really recall that 12 magic would be... Or actually, it wasn't that I didn't recall. We didn't have the 12 magic at the time. That's probably the biggest reason why I didn't go over it at the time. Because I was like wondering, why didn't I do this when it actually came out? Duh. Because we didn't have 3 medals of Nisha when it first came out. We didn't get 3 medals of Nisha until like, what, end of December or something? Somewhere's around there. But it was by no means immediate that we had those. Which is probably why it never came to mind to actually cover it. However, even without any medals of Nisha, it is actually possible to reach that high magic now. As of 2 magic +1s ago. So when the +1 ended up coming in for either the faction or for the yeah, specifically the faction. a couple of weeks ago when we got that +1 magic from faction. It was the last magic we needed so that you'd get 40 souls per battle without even needing any magic bonus at all. However, of course, you can just use +12 magic bonus if you have the initias. Hello, Chad. Let's see. Question. Should you consider or concentrate on tradestone farming or soul farming? Probably soul farming. I feel like more often than not, soul farming is better than tradestone farming, as long as you have your main options traded. However, you tend to focus on a combination of both once you're getting every single kingdom to level 5. And possibly, again, if you're getting close to all level 10. Or even some amount of level 10s, if you needed a tradestone gap. But I would say overall it's better to farm souls than tradestones. Especially since eventually you no longer need tradestones. Whereas you will always need more souls. What team are you referring to, Foro? You mean an Explore? But yeah, it's possible to win Explore 3 to 4 times per minute. Is what it comes down to. Rate can vary based on a lot of factors. That's 3 to 4 per minute. Do you need Nisha medals with the new soul farming team? Yes and no. No if you have really high magic. Yes if you don't. Because you need to get enough magic that by the end of the battle you reach 40 soul capacity. Which means your phylacracy needs to give you 36 souls. Which means you need to have enough magic on it so that it would give you 36 souls. Anything less than that would be a slower rate. But you can get up to 12 off of medals if you're short. However, it is possible to get the full amount off of 0 medals if you have a lot of magic bonus. And that was possible as of a couple weeks ago to do it without even needing medals. However, it would require almost every magic bonus in the game. It requires every single magic bonus except for one to have enough magic to do it without medals. However, medals can easily cover the gap. Even if you only had one Nisha, it'd probably be enough to cover the gap. Because if you had level 10 all kingdoms, which you started with magic kingdoms, you'd probably have enough magic to do it even with just one Nisha medal of +4. Because the other ones you probably wouldn't have are 2 from Guild, from the Epic Task, 1 from Underworld, and 1 potentially from not having another Purple Deed upgrade. So +4 Nisha would cover all 4 of those more difficult +1 magics. So if you had level 10 all kingdoms, you could do it with just one single Nisha medal. Or not even level 10 all kingdoms, just level 10 all magic kingdoms. I just realized, why am I running Phoenicia and Explore? I was trying to run Pet and then like stopped running Pet because I went to go do something. Not sure why I'm running Phoenicia there. Let me go finish out this Pet. We got all day to do it. But still gotta go do it. I'm pretty sure we already have this thing maxed. Let me go double check. We're mostly just doing this for the food, of course. Convert all the pets to food. Oh, so hello, Liz. Hello, Habin. Welcome, welcome. If anyone still has any other questions or anything I missed, let me know, and we'll make sure to go over them all. Otherwise, tonight we're mostly just getting a little bit of grind down. And next patch very soon. Might even get it this weekend or or around that area. Which means there's some videos I definitely need to get done soon. Like there's some things I want to get done prior to next patch. Medals are going to look so weird as of next patch though. The visual changes they made to it are rather strange. Luckily, you don't need to look at them most of the time. Let's see. Me and others normally give high praise to Mirrored Halls as farming delve. Does it do anything better than City of Thieves? The only thing it does better than City of Thieves is it has a guarantee for treasure room. But there's two caveats to that that makes it slightly worse. One is that it has an overall lower rate of being able to have multiple treasure rooms, because City of Thieves has multiple rooms that have a chance to be a treasure room, whereas even though Mirrored Halls has a guarantee one higher treasure room, it has less capability of hitting a random treasure room compared to City of Thieves. And the other big thing that it has is all the treasure rooms are rather far away. They are, I believe, 3 rooms away from first room, every single treasure room. Whereas every single room in City of Thieves is as close as it could possibly be to the starting room, which is a really big benefit for City of Thieves, particularly if there's a Cedric within the delve. But no, Mirrored Halls is probably the second best farming faction in the game. However, City of Thieves is generally considered the best. City of Thieves probably has a higher per delve consistency as far as its loot, but City of Thieves has the best overall loot. Or sorry, I mean Mirrored Halls has the higher consistency, but City of Thieves is overall higher. Which sounds kind of weird, but there are quite a few teams like that. Actually, a lot of the quickest things in the game are actually kind of set up like that, where there's a chance that it could fail, but its overall speed is higher than something else per hour. And it's almost kind of like how those two factions are set up. And City of Thieves actually is quicker too. It has better team setups. Let's see, we'll go for that. Hello, GP, welcome. Are we really 1 mana short? Why I gotta do that? Waste a whole cast like that. Then we gotta get some deviled eggs. 666 bonus eggs. I still find that really funny that it's 666. And that they gave it to the egg. It is so perfect. And actually is pretty viable on the egg too. It covers a damage gap on it. It is tied for the lowest attack in the entire game. However, once it is meddled, it gains 6 attack from being meddled. Which makes it the only troop that has 0 attack that gains attack from medals. Or I should say a base value of 0 attack. It obviously doesn't actually have 0 attack. The demon eggs. More like dragon eggs. Oh, I should have just taken skull. We could already won. Oh well. Kill it with key or skull. We'll make up for not taking skull by taking skull now. Delayed skull. There we go. How many pet copies do we need? 3! Let's see 3, please. You know you want to. 3, go. Boom. All 3. Right there. Oh, we actually got it! Wow. Hey, some amount of luck today. But yeah, we actually got the exact amount we needed to max it. That is very convenient. Well, let's go max it. We definitely can't not max it now. Let's see, let's go max it. And this gives us +2 air mastery, which is like a 0.001% chance we'll have a higher chance of surging on yellow. But still, nonetheless, it affects every battle we ever do. But let's go and get it fed. I'm pretty sure it won't change the number, but just for fun, let's see if it will. Our hero mastery is currently at, it doesn't even show decimal. Even if it did, it probably wouldn't even change. Like, even if it showed it was like a 64.7, it probably still wouldn't even go up a 0.1. But as you can see, it's at 84 and 87. Oh, wait, sorry. Is it yellow or brown? Let's see. Where'd it go? I think it was brown, right? Oh, no, never mind. It's yellow. And if we upgrade it, we'll see it goes up by 2. However, the other number will go up by like 0.00 something. And we'll have no effect on it, really. But yeah, now that number will be 2 higher. Where'd it go? Too bad the actual percent isn't 2 higher. But there we go. It's now 2 higher. And obviously it's still 64%, which is to be expected. Yeah, we could easily have told by the brown amount that it wouldn't have moved up by any. But, yeah. It's it did technically move higher. It's just such a small decimal that it doesn't even show. There we got 5 gems from it. There we go. Nice. It's actually really funny that we got the exact amount. Anyways, that's all of our dailies. However, or actually, that's not all of our dailies. We need to go kill blue troops. And we get 100 gems for it, so that's going to be pretty good. Not everyone has this one. The top one's randomly generated. And we got lucky. This is about a 5% chance that you get it on any given day. And it gives 100 gems rather than 20. However, it takes quite a bit longer. But all we really have to do is just explore wherever, and we'll naturally get some blue kills. With that being said, let's go get some Hierophant leveling, and just go get some free blue kills. Actually, I might switch to Stormheim. Doesn't Stormheim have a pretty good amount of blues? I know it's blue-oriented. Where else would be pretty high? Merlantis probably, but it has too much Submerge. Stormheim has blue without having to deal with Submerge. Okay, what explore difficulty we are on? 3, perfect. Where's my Rowan team? Get that down. And let's go get our blue kills. Oh, you know where else would be pretty good to do this? I forgot. What's it called? Wow, I forgot its name. The frozen Glacial Peaks. Glacial Peaks would be a pretty good place. Also, I still find it really weird that that place isn't from Glacial Peaks. Like this faction that's associated to this one. Yeah, Glacial Peak's the other pretty big blue one. Has a lot more freeze though. This place has almost no freeze. Other than that Frostfire thing. I'm pretty sure Frostfire is from here, isn't she? Is that thing that kind of would replace out Queen Mab. However, I feel like it doesn't get used at all. You're not the Frostfire one. But yeah, this is the Frostfire place. It's kind of funny because the other Frozen Kingdom essentially got another Queen Mab. Like every Frozen Kingdom basically has a Queen Mab. Well, I guess not Urskea. Urskea doesn't have a Queen Mab. There's only really 3. Well, I guess 4. Because I guess technically Droxzoom could be considered a Frozen Kingdom. Even though it's more underground. You just got Zoogoff last week. Congratulations. That's a big milestone. What's the absolute best Zoogoff team overall? It's ran for Delves, and it's the most meta Delve team in the entire game for running higher levels. Particularly the top 200, especially the top 100. I don't think any team in the entire game is quicker than it in the top 100. Whereas in other categories, they could be about the same speed or so. But it's Mountain Crusher with like a Titan like hero class, where you could put something to level there. But Mountain Crusher normally with Titan, followed by Iron Guts, Zoogoff, and last slot generally something like Possessed King if you have it, or whatever ends up working there. Like sometimes you'll do a Vash Dagon there, or you'll end up using Mirage Queen. Really just depends what the restriction is for the faction specifically, color-wise. But generally speaking, it is Mountain Crusher, High King Iron Gut, Zoogoff, and Possessed King. And it is the highest upscaling team pretty much in the entire game. Or not pretty much, it is. They could have 1,000 all stats. And if you were to take every single team combination in the game, that team should win the absolute quickest against it. So it's really good against excessively high statted enemies. Because regardless of their stats, it wins at pretty much the exact same speed. The only thing it can't be used against is Indestructible. But even if they have a Mean to Devour, it has multiple options to bypass it. Because your last slot normally has the capability to do so, as well as your Zoogoff itself. And for that reason, you don't tend to run in Tower of Doom. Just because you'd have to keep switching it, because you can't actually run it on the Doom battles. But it's really good for really high level delves, and probably the biggest thing that it's used for. Other than that, you can use it into like various PvP teams. It's pretty good with Wild Queen. But its absolute best purpose is delves. It also covers a lot of gaps in locations where you can't use Iron Gut. Because wherever you can't use Iron Gut, you can just use Zoogoff. Because of how their colors are. It is actually possible to run one of them for every single delve in the entire game. Meaning, assuming you have those troops, you will have a really high upscaling option for any delve, even if you don't have every other option in the game. However, if you have Zugov, you probably own almost every option in the game at that point. Though as time goes on, that will probably be less the case. Some more mythics are in the game. But generally speaking, you're pretty far into the game if you own Zugov. Get our explosions again. I really hate that they don't show those event gems next to the troop that you're trying to do the objective for. They did it so it wouldn't be confusing, but made it even more confusing by making it so you don't know if you're actually getting kills. Because nowhere is in the battle itself, nor at the end of the battle, does it give any indication that we're making progress towards the event. Which is annoying. Because we have to basically just check it every single time we actually want to see how much progress we made. Oh, Salty's starting a little bit early with Stripe photos. That's cute. Stripe's the name of her dog. I'm not sure if I'm ever going to be getting another animal anytime soon. Not even sure what animal I would get if I was to get an animal. Honestly, I almost want to get chickens again. They're really cute, and eggs are nice. I eat enough eggs that I wouldn't mind having them around. Let's see. I'll take that. And they're a lot fresher than normal eggs as well. Because you don't need to worry about the chickens being on any kind of thing. Nor do you have to worry about them being on shelves and stuff because of the whole transport system and everything. You get them literally same day that they were hatched, or laid, I should say. How many chickens do you need to keep a steady supply of eggs? 2. Assuming one person, a 2 is way more than enough. Technically, even 1 could potentially do it. Assuming you don't always eat eggs every day. But assuming you eat eggs every day, 2 would actually be enough. We had 3 earlier, and 3 was enough for a household of 3. Like, we were just giving eggs away at that point. Which is another nice thing that you can do. Give free eggs to neighbors. Because there's a good chance you'll have a surplus of eggs. Do chickens let you pet them? Yes. To some capacity, yes. Depends how friendly they want to be at a given moment in time. You can definitely train them kind of to be friendlier. If you like pet them while you're feeding them, it's like the easiest way. Because they'll associate the food with petting, and then they'll let you pet them. But then they'll get hungry when you pet them. But that's probably the easiest way. You just feed them when you pet them. Don't you need a rooster too? No, you do not need a rooster. Though a rooster is fun to have. They're also very annoying. But yeah, they don't need the rooster to lay eggs. It's kind of funny. One of my friends thought that too. But no, chickens lay eggs without needing to be fertilized or anything. Or why did I say fertilize? I mean, well, the word would probably be censored if I said it here. You guys know what word I'm trying to say. Let's see. I'll take that over. Grab that. Yeah, roosters are probably one of the most annoying things ever. Chickens are nice though. I'll take that for now. Yeah, there's no real point in having a rooster. Unless you want a really weird alarm clock. That or if you're breeding chickens. Yeah, roosters are a lot more aggressive than the chickens, generally. Also, your chickens tend to follow your rooster if you have a rooster. Let's see. We'll go for that. You can't hit the snooze button on that. Steve. We'll take that for now. Should be further than halfway on the blue kills. Also, once we get all the blue kills, we'll probably hand out code. Or when we gain a level, whatever happens first. So I think we just recently gained a level. How far are we on that? Yeah, we're definitely going to gain the blue kills before then. Because we think probably only need like 50, right? Yep, only 30 more. So we'll hand out code as soon as we get the blue kill amount. And then probably keep going till we gain the final level there. But yeah, chickens are a lot to take care of, though. Also, hello, Remmerford. Welcome. Salty streaming in a few hours? No, Salty streaming in 40 minutes from now, assuming she's starting at time. Which she'll be doing puzzle quests. Yeah, we had 4 of them in a row before I went on vacation last December. One of them happened off stream, but it did end up happening. We ended up getting 4 100 gem days in a row off of Adventure Board, off of specifically the kill 150 thing. Yeah, I still need to get around to completing out the playthrough. Honestly, I could probably not do it for another couple months and still beat Salty to finishing the game. If I wanted to try hard it, we could finish it in 2 streams. I'm not sure how much extra content the DLC ended up adding, because they did end up adding new content to the Switch version that is currently only on the Switch version of Puzzle Quest. And that's not the version she's playing. She's playing the old PC version off of Steam, I think. Single token of guard. Nothing good. You have all kingdoms at level 10 and power level 3 or higher. What are your troops so much stronger than yours? Level 5 and 10 end up giving you a good majority of those bonuses. Power level 5 and power level 10. 5-star and 10-star. A substantial amount of the stats I have that you're missing is likely from that. A couple other ones could be from epic tasks. We're getting... how many stats is that total? I'm getting 13 additional stats from epic tasks, all of which you might not have if your guild is only doing normal tasks. Possibly even more than that if your guild's not doing normal tasks as well. And what else? And also some Underworld stuff. Because we are getting some stats from Underworld. I think it's a total of 11, if I'm not mistaken. Somewhere around 11. Pretty sure it's 11. Because it's 4, 4, 2, and 1. So that comes out to 11, right? Let's see. Yeah, it's 11. I was right. But you probably don't have that 11, or some amount of that 11. You're probably missing about half of these bonuses. And the biggest one that you're missing is a good majority of those. Because there's 3 different sets that are from here. There's 5-star, or there's level 10 All Kingdoms is in here. There's 5-star All Kingdoms. And then there's 10-star All Kingdoms. And eventually there's going to be 20-star All Kingdoms. However, that's still a little bit away. But when that does occur, I'm going to be getting those all immediately as well, most likely. The only thing that would caveat to that is it does require a level 100 hero class. However, I believe every single kingdom that is close to 100 I already have leveled. So let me double check. So anything that's basically 17 or 18 star. Sword's Edge, already done. Forest of Thorns, already done. Pan's Veil is even done. Stormheim is even done. Kedar is already done. Zejin's already done. Mrs. Scale's already done. That's Assassin. Darkstone's already done. That's Plague Lord. Leonis Empire I don't think we have done. However, it's still 4 stars away, so that's at least 2 events. And Sword's Edge. Actually, I might want to go do Sword's Edge, actually. I believe Sword's Edge is the only 18-star kingdom where I don't have the hero class to 100. So I should actually probably maybe prioritize Knight next, even though it's the worst hero class in the entire game. Just because if we get another 2 troops for Sword's Edge, it'll be the first level 20 kingdom. And that does require level 100 to have it. That'd be really annoying to have to go out of our way. Let me go double check. I don't think we're getting any anytime soon. So I probably won't worry about it yet. But we do need to worry about it eventually. Let me see. Let's check Terran's Road real quick. What am I looking for? I'm looking for troop spoilers. Any Sword's Edge? Probably not. We had one relatively recently. But nope, I don't see no Sword's Edge. And just in case, let's control find it. Nope, no Sword's Edge. And we know currently all the way up till April, May 1st. We know up to May 1st. And between now and then, there is no Sword's Edge. So we don't need to worry about leveling it for at least 2 months. And it's probably even longer than that. Because we just recently had Sword's Edge, like, what, a few weeks ago or so? That's when Sir Quentin came into the game. So yeah, that was 3 weeks ago, if I'm not mistaken. Exactly 3 weeks. Anyways, back to Stormheim. Let's go get those 15 blue kills. Can you show that soul farming team in use? Your magic level be... Oh, yeah, sure. I can go show that team. Let me just go get our blue kills real quick so we can go hand out a redeem code. Then we'll go show the soul farming team. We should only take a few more battles, especially if we keep getting 3 at a time. Yeah, only 1 blue. Come on. We're so close. Give us our 100 gems. We need it. Our gem stack has seen better days. At least we got above 20,000 again, if nothing else. And this weekend we'll be able to probably get to 21,000. And then dip right back down when we go do the next faction. However, we only have 1 more pure faction that we need to do aside from every new faction that comes into the game. For Sunken Fleets. And I believe Sunken Fleet is for... Or sorry, not Sunken Fleet. I mean Sea of Sorrows. I'll get it right eventually. But Sea of Sorrows is the only one I still need to do other than new ones. Come on, stop giving us 1 blue at a time. I need more than that. Come on, 4 blue, go. 3 blue, that'll work. That should almost be enough, if not enough. Otherwise, it's a few off. Oh, you could just take an extra turn and gotten full mana. Whoops, oh well. And it should be dead if you ever end your turn. And there we go. Is that all the blues we need? Nope, almost though. 2 blues, that should be enough. It's either this battle or our next battle. Then we can go show the soul farming team. and hand out code before we do. There we go. There's 100 gems. Nice. Okay, all daily objectives complete. Okay, next order of business. Let's go hand out code. Because I haven't done that yet. Here's my code section. That's the patch notes. Oh yeah, the patch notes aren't public yet, are they? Forgot about that. I haven't read anything off it though. Let's see. They're not the official patch notes. They're just the patch notes we're given to work the beta with. It should be the code right underneath this code, but I do want to double check this code. Just in case. I was like checking the one prior. In case for whatever reason I think I used it but didn't. Just so we don't skip over any codes. And that one should be the actual code, and it is. And here you guys go. I just put that there. Paste, paste, copy, copy, paste, paste again. And here you guys go. There's the redeem code you use on gemsofwar.com for the game code section. Your invite code can be found underneath your settings menu. Whatever your game says in the bottom left corner is what you put there for invite code. Redeem code's right over there in chat. The GUB and all those other random letters and numbers is what you put in for the redeem code. And let's grab our tributes. And it gives the same reward as always. 2 treasure maps, 1 gem key, 200 souls, and 2,500 gold. There you guys go. Enjoy, everyone. But yeah, let me go show the soul farming team. We just had Night Court. Yeah, I know. It's going to be a while before we get another Sword's Edge. It's likely going to be another 6 months, 5 to 6 months. However, that is this year. So it is a possibility that we finally get 20 Star Kingdoms this year. Also, 5.0 patch, which is likely to happen sometime this summer, mid to late summer, is likely to expand the power level. Currently, power levels go up to epic rarity, but they're going to go up to mythic most likely, or at least to legend. They're either going to raise it to 25 or 30 in 5.0. However, they are eventually going to be raising it to 30, regardless of if they happen to do that next patch or not. This has already been confirmed. But, yeah, once we start seeing those kingdoms pop in, we're probably going to start seeing them. Keep in mind, they will require epic levels. This has been confirmed in the past. Some amount of epic levels will be required for leveling beyond 20. If it's required specifically for 21 immediately, we don't know for sure. It probably will be. But definitely as you work past 20, it will require some amount of epic levels. Anyways, next order of business. Let's go show the soul farming team real quick. So, where do I even want to run that right now? We can run it pretty much anywhere that doesn't have an annoying option. Why not Stormheim? So, oh wait, actually not Stormheim. Where am I currently at Explore 1? Let's do Leonis Empire, actually. One that's kind of out of the way. Let me move you to Explore 1. Okay, so this is the soul farming team. And yes, you do it on Explore 1. Otherwise, you won't have enough damage. Even at Explore 1, you might not have enough damage. Okay, so I'm actually going to go all-in attack. This is not something you would normally do with this team. Unless you have an absurdly high magic. Otherwise, you would want to go some amount of magic. However, the reason for this is it boost ratios his amount of damage output. Which is why we're specifically going attack. Where'd he go? Where's my soul farming team? There we go. But yeah, his boost ratio is based off of allies attack at a 1-to-1. You can theoretically do the same with magic. However, doing it with attack also allows you to apply it to skulls. Normally you would run this team with magic, so do be aware of that. But we have enough magic that we can just run it with attack. And the main thing is this number needs to be 40. Not that number, but that number. Or sorry, not 40, 36. This number needs to be 36. And as long as it is, you'll be fine. But all we do is just explode. We throw Phylacracy. We throw this. Kill a troop. Ideally, whichever one has the highest attack. Rinse, repeat. Get souls. That's all you have to do. And it's a lot of souls very, very quickly. And why am I using Titan? Oh yeah, because we need half mana start. That's why I'm using Titan. That is why. A half mana start is very important to this team. You have to use a half mana start hero class. Otherwise, it slows down quite a bit. Because you have to class Phylacracy before you win. Otherwise, you're not going to get any souls. But yeah, this is the team. You do this, boom. You do this, boom. So should be targeting himself. However, we still get that soul bonus, so it doesn't matter. But it's 1 less damage. But yeah, this is basically the team. You cast Leprechaun. Ideally, you get your first 2 slots of full mana. You cast Phylacracy. You cast this on self, and you won. Rinse, repeat, get souls. And this is giving me currently 336 souls per battle, which is giving us about 1,000 souls per hour. Which, if you can actually consistently get 1,000 souls per hour off this team, you're getting 60,000 souls per hour, which is the highest rate in the entire game. Not sure how consistent it is. I haven't tested it for hours on end. But as you can see, it's obviously working. And it is specifically on Explore 1. There is no other option other than Explore 1, because you need the weakest possible battle you can. Also, if I'm not mistaken, one thing that you might want to consider is I believe this team is actually a half a second quicker if your Phylacracy is not maxed out. If you have it at only 5 or less, I think this is actually half a second quicker because you don't have to wait for the delay off a board. It's not that much of a delay, but I believe it is ever so slightly quicker without having those final perks on it. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it does get slowed down. Not only does this, but you do get 4 additional souls, which means you could actually have 4 less magic as well, if you were to max it out. But none of this actually helps you. And to create a Doom Skull could trigger a skull that makes you delay. But even just the effects could delay you by a very small amount of time. I'm not sure if it's really making that much of an impact. But the skull accidentally connecting would definitely make a big impact. Yeah, let's see. How much delay is there? I guess it's not really doing much. As long as that Doom Skull doesn't randomly hit a skull, it's not really going to be a noticeable difference. If it's even making one. Yeah, that's all you gotta do. And you gain really high amount of souls. Oh yeah, can I link that team? Sure. Let me go get the copy paste for it. We'll be covering in a video soon as well. But here you guys go. Here's the team. Oh yeah, I don't have YouTube open. 1 second. Let me go to my stream. Leave a like on my own stream. Hey, my homepage brought it up for me. Perfect. Who was the one person who disliked? No, just kidding. It's all good. But there you guys go. Here's the redeem, or not the redeem code. Gosh, the what's it called? Soul farming team. There we go. But there we go. But there's the team. Let me close out YouTube, so it doesn't lag the stream at all, which is why I always normally just close it out. Though this computer probably wouldn't have that issue with it. I know my other computer did, so I just always get paranoid about closing it out just so it wouldn't lag it more. But this computer could definitely handle having both Chrome browser open while that is open. Wouldn't be too big a deal. I know soon, TM, eventually. Yeah, it's a pretty nice team. But I should probably go switch back to the other thing so we can go level up our hero class. Ooh, that was really bad mana. It's like the worst situation, neither of them getting full mana. Normally you get at least one and then you can just fill up the other. However, you can leak fill them with purple. If you need to fill both of them up a really small amount and happen to have purple on the board. Anyways, we'll leave that at that for now. Let's go back to getting our Hierophant leveled. And probably aim for one more level on that. Let's see how close are we on it. Should be able to go get one more right now. Yeah, we'll just do Zacian. Let's see. What do we have here? Class. Yeah, we need, what is that? 41 more battles. We'll go get that real quick. Though to a degree, I guess we could kind of ignore it. Oh, no. I guess we'll do it, though. I mainly say that because this weekend we are 100% guaranteed going to have way more than level 100 on this thing. There's no way we're leaving a Vault event weekend with that not being 100 due to how many battles we'll be doing. See you, Steve. Catch you later. But if anyone else does any other questions now, it'd be a great time. As we finish up our last 40 kills. Or 40 wins, I should say. Which sounds like a lot of wins, but of course these battles take like no time at all. Like 15 seconds each. If we can consistently get a 4 win rate per minute, this would only take 10 minutes. Also, if we go raid Salty Stream today, we should all raid her when is next patch, just to annoy her. I think it will be funny. I'll send a link and everyone needs to ask her when will next patch be, so that she'll show images of her dog. Let's see, I'll move that over, grab that down. When is next patch? I guess we're spamming her with hashtag when is next patch. Sounds like a plan. She'll be streaming in about 22 minutes if she starts on time. Which I always find kind of funny, because whenever I stream any game that isn't Gems of War, I tend to start like exactly on time to whatever the timer says on YouTube. Yet, Gems of War I tend to never start on the exact time. I'm not sure why that is. It's just kind of a thing. Also, I'm still extremely hyped for Animal Crossing. If any of you want to see any amount of Animal Crossing streams, we will be streaming it like non-stop. Obviously, we'll still be doing normal Gems of War content too. It's a really chill game. It's kind of like Stardew Valley if you ever played it. What do we grab? We get that down. Get our splitty splits. You've heard of it, but never played it? It's a fun game. It's not for everyone, though. It's a really weird kind of genre of game. But I normally like resource-oriented games. I'm a big fan of the Harvest Moon and similar related games. And Harvest Moon, Stardew Valley, Animal Crossing are all in the same general genre of gaming. Where they're kind of like a town's life kind of game. I'm not sure if that genre even has like a specific name. But they're definitely all in the same genre. Have I ever tried Hearthstone? Yes, we've even streamed it some on this channel ages back, like 3.5 years ago or so. I ended up stopped playing it because pay to win. Played it for like half a year to a year. I think I played it actually for about a year. But I stopped playing it. The only Blizzard-related game I play anymore is Warcraft 3. Which ended up getting completely butchered when they did Reforged because that affected the older version too. I did not bother buying Reforged, I just played the old version. However, the old version is affected by the new version, unfortunately. I don't play it too often, but it's it has a lot of games within the game, so there's always something to do there. As hello, Lochnaw, welcome. And Brick, I have no clue what you're asking by that question. But yeah, in regard to Hearthstone and Gems of War, the only other like mobile-esque game I really play at the moment, which I actually haven't streamed on the channel yet, mostly because I haven't really found a consistent way of not dropping frames off of mobile while streaming it. But what's it called? Clash Royale is the only thing or the only other real like mobile-esque game that I really play at the moment. It's kind of like a tower defense castle fight kind of thing. And while that one does have pay-to-win elements, I personally haven't really found it to be too pay-to-win. Is it any good? What, Clash Royale? I don't know. It depends if you like the genre. I'm a huge fan of the genre. You basically spawn a bunch of units and try to make big pushes and then kill out the towers. There's a pretty big competitive scene. I would never want to do that game competitively, though. Smash, yes. That, probably not. Mostly because you have to have really, really, like, small fingers to play that game properly at a competitive level. Because it requires really precise screen presses. What do we go for here? We'll go for that. Oh, what kingdoms use brown deeds? At this current moment in time, I believe there is 0 viable brown upgrade kingdoms. Did we ever finally get one that had a faction? I can't even remember. Yeah, Urskea, my bad. Yeah, Urskea is the most viable faction to go use brown deeds on. There's currently no other faction that would really need it at the excuse me, this current moment in time. But at this current moment in time, it's pretty much just Urskea. And its bonus isn't too bad. There are some teams that use multiple Urskeas at once. A huge tablet would probably be more playable, yes. I just play it on a phone. Let's see. For any of my tablet needs, I just use Switch. Switch is my tablet. Is that a Supercell game? Yes. I believe they have like 5 or 6 different games. Though the only one I actually like out of anything they've ever made is Clash Royale. Buy a big tablet for Clash Royale and write it off as a business expense? No. I don't know, I personally don't really have much of a need for a tablet. Because my laptop is extremely mobile, so I could just use that for most things. And you can use phone for other things, and then you have Switch for anything else. I don't know, I really don't see much of a need in having a tablet. Because 80% of the time, computer would be able to do what a tablet does. A laptop, a nice slim laptop, the newer one. 15% of the time, a phone will do it. And the other 5% of the time, a Switch will do it. I guess it would be a little bit convenient having it all on one device. But to spend multiple hundred on a device like that, I probably don't need it. Especially after pretty recently just spending so much on a computer. We only just 4 months ago spent almost 2,000 on a computer. Actually, it was closer to 1,700, 1,800. I believe it was actually 1,800. If you factor in all the taxes I got taken off. I believe with taxes, it was a little over 2,000. However, I was able to completely write it off as a business expense. That reminds me, it actually came with like some random free code for, I believe, the most recent Call of Duty. I never bothered claiming it. I wonder if it's even still active. I should go double check later. I still have the receipt. I should still have the receipt. It should be in my top drawer. I need the receipts when I handed it to, I don't think she would have kept it. Actually, I forget if I ever reclaimed the receipts back. Now that I'm thinking about it. That's kind of funny. Fail. I think I might have lost those receipts now. Oh well, not that big a deal. Mistakes were made. Though a copy of it was also emailed to me, so maybe it was also there. I'll double check it. If nothing else, I could sell it to someone for like 10, 20 bucks because I probably won't be using it. I hate first-person shooters or any shooters. One of the few genres of gaming I just don't play. Hello, Chad. You're doing pet rescue at the moment. Any tips on troops? You're only legendary below and not much heavy traded or ascended. Run Mang with skull spam. Mang with Titan hero class and just run skull spam with it. Skeleton Key team requires Cedric to work. Is the only problem with that. For the longest time on my Switch account when it first started, I just used Mang for the entirety of pets. The second you have Mang with level 40 Titan hero class, you can complete out pet battles. You might not get a first try every single battle, and it might take like even upwards to an hour to get a pet cycle done for all 8 battles. However, Mang with level 40 Titan, the second you own it, is capable of killing all 8 pet battles. The capability of doing so depends on what your other options are, but it is technically possible to win that way. But anyways, I'm not going to claim that. Let's go claim tier 3 real quick, and then we'll end it there. Let's see. Let me go get my other team. Where to go? I'm looking for Scorpius. I know you're in here somewheres. Where's my Scorpius team? I know you're in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, okay. There's 10. Yeah, it is. Explore 12. I was gonna say, I knew I didn't overwrite it. Yeah, KZO has a lot of brown. And I just did my blues in Stormheim. If you don't have Skeleton, you can pretty easily get it off of gold keys. Oh no, not Skeleton Key. Skeleton Key is from 250 wins on Thief Hero class. But if you need Skeleton to run it with Mang, I can get it off of gold keys. Probably already have it laying around. Not Skeleton Key, but Skeleton itself. Okay, let's go get ourselves our 3 Nishas randomly. And any other questions, anyone? Otherwise, we'll probably wrap up after we get that 3 juicy Nisha drop out of nowhere. You know the game wants to be that much luck right now. That's like lottery winning luck right there. Actually, the chance almost is similar. I believe the percent chance is about 1 in a million? It's around there. Like, I'm not even kidding when I say it's about a 1 in a million chance. It is very, very slim that you would get 3 Nishas. Not only is the chance for a Nisha like 0.0 something, but you would also specifically have to get 3 drops rather than 2. One day you'll want to get 33 gems from one tribute. Yeah, I have yet to get one of 30 plus. I believe the highest I've gotten so far is 25, I want to say 24. Like mid to low 20s. Okay, final battle to stream. Come on, Nisha. Or anything of value. An Anu. I would even take an Arachnia at this point. Even though we're going to get like a billion of them starting next patch. Making Anus and Nishas even more valuable. Hopefully we'll have a better way of getting those higher 2 rarities into the future. Because right now there is not. But you never know. Let's see, we'll get our Explosion. There's our final kill. See ya, Lochnar. I'll catch you later. Oh, what? The stream's not working properly? On your thing? That's kind of weird. I haven't had an issue with it yet on any device. YouTube stream's not working. Hey, an Arachnia. Well, at least we got some value there. Not exactly what I wanted, but I'll take it. It's 4 days in a row, 1 to 2 hours every day on Explore, and you keep getting Cedric and Yasmin. Yeah, that does tend to happen. And you finally got an Anu. It can happen. You can go on very, very long dry streaks where you don't even get any Anus or Nishas. Like even right now, though we did it for obviously a really short duration, but the only valuable thing we got was a single Arachnia. But yeah, you can get really unlucky with it. We've gone weeks before without getting a Nisha. But yeah, we still need more. We are really, really low. I think we're at 2 Nishas right now. No, we're still at 1 Nisha. Gosh, we've only gotten 1 Nisha since we've finished off 3 medals. We finished off 3 medals like 3 months ago. Like we finished it in like what, mid-December or so, and we've only gotten 1 Nisha since then. That is horrible. But anyways, any other questions, anyone? Otherwise, I'll be heading out for now. Let me go get Salty Link so we can go spam her with let's see what we're gonna spam her with. Let's spam her with hashtag what was it? When is next patch? That'll work. Why not? It was suggested earlier, so we'll go do that. Let me go get the link for her thing. She's just gonna be doing puzzle quests. However, she might have some juicy spoilers about something. Also, feel free to claim the codes for me. She'll also have a few codes during her stream. What am I looking for? I'm looking for twitch.tv. Let me go put this thing right after it and then paste this over. Let's see. Let's see. Don't spam it yet. We'll wait until she actually starts, otherwise she won't see it. Let's see. There we go. Yeah, go say hi to Salty. She'll have some redeem codes for Gems of War during the Puzzle Quest stream. And she'll be doing Puzzle Quest if you want to catch it. I haven't really been watching most of her Puzzle Quest streams, though I heard she has a lot of interesting conversations on it. Though I also heard she only gets like 2 battles done every single stream, which means it'll probably take her another 3 years before she finishes the game at that rate. But it's kind of funny. But anyways, guys, I'll catch you guys later. Thank you so much for stopping by. We'll be back same time as always, hour and a half prior to now tomorrow, same time as always here on YouTube. And we'll mostly just be running through the class event and prepping for the weekend, because this weekend we got Vault event as well as a new Mythic coming out. We'll be covering that new Mythic hopefully Friday morning, assuming I wake up on time. But I'll catch you guys later. Thanks for stopping by, and goodbye, everyone. Go spam Salty. She'll obviously not tell us, but it's probably soon, very soon. Even next week, potentially next week, we could end up having it, or even by the end of this week. You never know. But soon, TM, is when the next patch will be. Hopefully sooner rather than later. Anyways, guys, I'll catch you guys later. Goodbye, everyone!